Michelle is in Evansville, Indiana. Hi, Michelle. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. I'm glad I got through to you today. Long-time listener.
Well, thanks.
I have a little complex situation. My parents filed bankruptcy back my latter teen years, so mid-'80s. There were some property that was given to us or by that dollar transaction from an aunt, totaling about probably 40 or so acres, with a separate section cut out to build a home on after they filed bankruptcy. That was about a house built in 5 acres. Long story short, my parents couldn't take out a loan, so she was of 18 years old. So they took the loan out in my sister's name and deeded the ground and the home, 2 separate deeds, in my sister Mai's name. She's since married, and her and her husband now are on the deed along with myself. My question is this: we do not get along. My father has passed. My mother had a lifetime estate to this property.
Good
for
Lord.
as long as she lived, she could live there. However, my sister was her caregiver, and there has been some discord that my sister was basically maltreating my mother, and so my mother has relinquished her rights to this property. So I have never been interested in this property. It is not my homestead. My sister lives adjoining property that my father and mother gave her and her husband for a wedding present. So
Where do you live?
I live in Evansville, Indiana, so I am in a different state.
Where's the house? Where's the property?
Illinois, southern, very tip.
So crazy is in a pile in Illinois, and you're not in the pile of crazy.
I am not in the pile of crazy. Never wanted pile of crazy. Have asked to be purchased. Have bought out, things like that. Until this recent transaction with my mom decided I want out of this. I'm moving up north with my other family, nieces and nephews. And I said to my sister then, once she had mom sign off the deed, I want out. I want you guys to buy me out. And she said, just sell it. Well, it's hard to sell a home and for 5 acres, half of it to someone without her authority and her agreeing, I guess.
Well, you have 2 choices, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have anything in this.
I do not.
You can deed it to her and walk away from crazy.
Okay.
That's probably what I would do.
Okay.
Life's too short.
It is.
This is a screwed up pile of mess.
It is.
And
And
these
here's
people
the thing,
have done everything they can to duck reality for decades and twist and turn, and the whole thing's a pretzel. And now the other option is, technically, legally, you are partners, and you could file a lawsuit in Chancery Court for the disillusionment of the partnership, which would force the sale of the real estate.
Okay.
And you would get your half.
Okay.
What would you guess your half is worth?
Well, in that area right now, it's going for roughly $6,000 an acre, plus there's standing timber that my dad.
What do you think the
would not allow
property is
anyone to
worth?
cut. Between that and the house and the other acreage, probably around 150 to 200.
Your half?
My half.
75 to 100.
No, probably closer to 150 to 2.
Your half is worth 150 to 2. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Because there's a house and 5 acres, and there's additional like 20 to 40 acres with timber. So.
Just how much trouble you want to go to get that? Because it's probably going to cost you 30 grand in legal fees.
Okay.
And you will win, and you will lose.
Okay. Right. No, there is no winning when it comes to family.
Yeah.
So,
the only ones that win these things are the lawyers. But you will. I would guess if you have a decent attorney that you will, that the judge will hear you and say this thing has to be liquidated because, or he'll look at your sister and say buy her out, one of the two, and your sister will go, okay, I'll do that, or no, or whatever. But you cannot sell a 1/2 undivided interest. It has no value because nobody else wants to be partners with these crazy people either.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
I would give you $10,000 to not make me a partner.
Exactly. Well, I would love to turn around and walk away. I was married for 22 years and actually walked away from about $350,000 in assets and gave that to the ex-husband.
Well, the other thing that could happen, I guess, is you could file the lawsuit or have the attorney let her know, put her on notice that you're filing the suit. You're not suing her. you're asking for the judge to make a declaration.
Declaration dissolution.
She hasn't done anything wrong. You're just asking for the judge to declare that this partnership needs to be dissolved. Because I'm positive there are no partnership documents.
No.
No, of course
absolutely
not.
none.
Of course not.
I was probably 15 or 16 when this all took place 40 or plus years ago.
And
as a minor, I knew nothing. So.
And they did this with your sister's permission, or they stole her identity?
No, actually, the sister was of age, and she wanted them to be able to build a home, so she went out and took this loan out and had me as a co-signer on it as a 15-year-old.
Oh, well, that's not legal either.
No, it's not. There's a lot of
15-year-old co-signer. You can't even buy cigarettes.
No, it's
not. I know it. When you're 15 and you live in the 10
But you can get a mortgage in Illinois.
Exactly.
Not really.
Exactly.
No beer or cigarettes, but I'll give you a house.
Yeah, John, I mean, is there you see anything from the family standpoint? I don't think there's anything heals this mess.
No, nothing. Can you afford to walk away?
I can. I know that the sad thing is I know it's not my parents' wishes, but yes, I can. And I am a walk-away person.
So your parents, they created a mess, and it's you're not your obligation to fix the mess to create a picture that's going to satisfy something that they. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
You're going to be putting together puzzle pieces in a puzzle, and the picture keeps shifting on you.
If you have the energy, I might, spiritually, it's okay to just say, I'm going to rise above this, toss him the keys, okay? There's something freeing about just doing that and noble about doing that. From just a legal strategy standpoint, you could just file the thing without going to a huge amount of expense if you want to drop, I don't know, $5,000 retainer with a good lawyer and see if that doesn't bring her to the table.
Okay.
Because when she discovers what this is actually going to do, it's going to force the sale of the real estate that is next door to her. She may come up and go, okay, if you'll make me a deal, I'll buy you out. And I would sell it to her for 50% of what it's worth.
Yeah.
But that way you get 75 grand out of it or something instead of nothing.
Yeah.
Sorry,
if you want to put a bluff on the table, that's the way to put it. But I honestly would not play it all the way through and force the auction and the drama of the auctioneer.
If you win, everybody loses.
Yeah, there's no winning this deal. I wouldn't go through all that, but I might make her think I'm going to.
I'm in for that.
See if she could come to the table. See if we can give her a little redneck wake-up call.